Only 3 members of the creche have survived, and they have been driven out onto the open prairies. This is exposed territory for the youngsters. They are still not large enough to repel an attack from an adult Allosaurus. To the young Diplodocus, the other dinosaurs here are unfamiliar and huge. This is Brachiosaurus, a 13-meter-high sauropod that specializes in grazing on the treetops. His kind can effortlessly harvest cones and fresh leaves no other dinosaur can reach, and they have grown enormous on it. These adults weigh over 70 tons, making them the largest land animals that have ever existed. The juvenile Diplodocus do not have the same size advantages and urgently need the protection of an adult herd. Across a conifer heathland come the plaintive calls of the young sauropods. It is a cry adult animals are programmed to react to. There are only 2 youngsters now, and they need help. A herd of gigantic adults responds to their calls. One elderly female sizes up the 2 newcomers. She accepts them. They fall into line behind an adult, safe at last. The herd of Diplodocus is at full strength. It contains a range of members from 12-meter-long adolescents to gigantic old adults 3 times their size. It is the mating season, and for the first time, the female that hatched 10 years ago in the forest is old enough and large enough to reproduce. The males have started to display. During this, they rock back on their tails to impress potential mates. Occasionally, fights break out. With creatures this size, the forces at work during these confrontations are colossal, enough to shatter ribs and shake the ground. The victor wins the right to mate. Our female is approached by a young male. She responds to his calls first by stamping, and then generating very low-frequency mating calls. This so-called infrasound is too low for most animals to hear. However, he picks these signals up through the ground and responds by walking close to her, rubbing his body down hers. She shows she is receptive. Mating is a dangerous activity for the female. She is going to have to carry at least an extra 10 tons on her back. As she has grown older, the vertebrae over her hips have become fused and reinforced to help her cope with this ordeal.